Hi guys, well my name is Nguyệt Ca. I'm glad to see you in this course, IELTS FINGTER TARGET 6.5. Welcome you all to our first listening lesson on the topic, starting somewhere new. With this topic, we're gonna learn how to do two very important types of listening exercises, form filling and multiple choice. You meet these types of exercise in section 1 of the test. Let's begin right now, okay? First, vocabulary. Firstly, let's learn some vocabulary so that later you can find it easier to understand the listening tasks. 1. Academic. Academic is an adjective, means connected with education, especially studying in schools. Có tính học thuật. Settle. Settle is a verb, means to make yourself or somebody else comfortable in a new position. An cư. Reckon. Reckon is a verb, means to think something or have an opinion about something. Custom. Custom is a noun, an accepted way of behaving or of doing things in a society or a community. Phong tục. Slang. Slang is a noun, means very informal words and expressions that are more common in spoken language, especially used by a particular group of people, for example, children, criminals, soldiers, etc. Tiếng lóng. Here are some examples for you. 1. Students return in October for the start of the new academic year. 2. He settled himself comfortably in his unusual chair. 3. He will be famous one day. What do you reckon? That means, do you agree? 4. It is the custom in that country for women to marry young. 5. Understanding teenage slang is not easy for adults. Part 2. Form filling. Now you can look on the screen to see an example of form filling exercise. You are required to write one word or a number for each answer. In order to get the highest number of correct answers to this section, please keep in mind the following notes. Note number 1, this is one of the areas that IELTS try to trick you by giving a number of different pieces of information when only one of them is correct. One common trick is that the person gives one piece of information and then corrects it later in the recording. So you should write down the second piece, corrected information. Note number 2, predict the answer before listening. This skill is crucially important in the form filling section. Prediction enables you to not only focus your brain on the area that you will hear, but more importantly, not focus on any other areas. Now, Nguyệt Ca will introduce you some steps you should take when doing this listening task. Step 1, pay attention to word limit. Step 2, predict the answers. Step 3, listen for synonyms. Step 4, listen carefully and write the answer. Practice. Okay, we will practice right now and see how those steps work with the first listening task. Step 1, pay attention to word limit. Read the instruction carefully. When they say, write one word and or a number for each answer, you mustn't write 2 or more words. Step 2, predict the answers. It's necessary to look at the part of speech of the missing word. With question 1, we need a nationality adjective. Please note that we often have different words for country and nationality in English. For example, we say, I come from Vietnam, and I'm Vietnamese, or my nationality is Vietnamese. Can you complete this table? Here is the answer. Germany, German, England, English, France, French, Korea, Korean, China, Chinese, Italy, Italian, Mexico, Mexican, Singapore, Singaporean. Did you get all of them right? Let's continue with question 2 in our listening task. We need to listen to an address. Are you aware of the normal address format in the UK and Australia? It is normally house, flat number, street name, town or city name. In this task, you may need a number and a street name. Be prepared to listen to letters because the speaker often spells proper names. In the previous course, IELTS Target 5.0, I mentioned some letters that Vietnamese learners are often confused. Do you remember any of those? A, H, I, E, J, G, R, A. Question 3. You will hear a telephone number. Note that number 0 can be O or 0. Question 4. You need a noun, which is a job. Question 5. You also need a noun. It should be paralleled with the word singing. So we may hear a gerund. For example, walking, reading, writing, listening to music, etc. Step 3. Locate the information for the answers. In the recording, you may not hear the words in the questions, so listening for synonyms is a very important skill. Interactive question. Can you choose the question that you may hear in the recording? Where do you come from? A. B. Where do you work? C. Where are you living? D. How can I contact you? E. How do you do? F. What do you do? G. What are your hobbies? And the answer is A, C, D, F, G.